What's up, Ringside Collectibles and WrestlingFigures.com fans? We're here at WrestleMania XL. It's an extra large WrestleMania, which means it's going to be an extra large presentation with us, Ringside Collectibles, and the Mattel WWE team, Global Brand Marketing Manager Steve Ozer, and lead designer Bill Miekina. How you guys doing?
Glad to be home here in Philly for WrestleMania 40 XL.
Amazing. How about you, Bill?
I'm very well fed, thank you.
Hey. That makes two of us, and hopefully Steve as well. Did you eat?
Good. Billy here is fattening me up with these sandwiches. So.
Tasty, plenty of lunch all the way around. But guys, there's something really special happening right now because, like I was, rambling on about before, we've seen all this new stuff on display, but you want to show something else this WrestleMania, right?
Yeah, we want to show you even more. Like, we have got great prototypes, of course, in the booth, but, renders. We all know you want those early looks at renders of upcoming figures, so we want to bring that to you, the ringside audience.
Amazing. We're extremely appreciative of that, and I think people are about to be blown away. This is pretty unexpected, in my opinion, so I think we should just jump right into it, and we're going to take a look, starting off with Elite 112, right?
That's right, Elite 112, and we're starting off with a figure that was originally on pause for a little bit, but it's now, this superstar is returning to the line. It is the best of Bray Wyatt figure. And Bill, this one is kind of like something that was lost to the vault for a little bit. Do you want to tell us some details of what happened here and why we're bringing it back?
Sure, this was originally developed for a 2-pack that was scheduled and then ultimately wasn't released. And so all the work was done and just sort of sitting around waiting for an opportunity for it to sort of be put out into the world. And we thought we were going to do it one way last year, and then things happened, unfortunately. But now we're in a situation where we can finally get this figure out to the public.
And so we're lucky enough to have some looks at it here on our end, and I'm seeing like incredible detail on the pants here, like obviously tattoo detail, a big smile for Bray Wyatt, right, which is nice. Getting a version of him that wasn't the version of him towards the end of his career, but something that we kind of, there's a little bit of a gap there, right? Like it's a version of him that we haven't really had before to this point.
And it was beloved as well. I mean, I think, there was a peak of popularity with The Fiend, of course, but I mean, every iteration of Bray was very popular. But, we're excited that he's back. We're doing figures again. And that this figure's finally coming out for all you fans.
Very cool, exciting. All right, next up, another Seth Rollins. Tell us about this one.
Sure, this is Seth Rollins, and his gear is actually a Bray Wyatt tribute gear with the striping down the sides of the pants. So this is sort of like a nice companion piece of the Bray Wyatt that comes with this wave as well. So he will also have the title as well.
This is the first time for that title?
Second time, but this figure will also have. So if you missed out on the one that's coming out in 109, I believe. We'll give you another opportunity real soon.
Or if you just want another Seth.
Hey, who doesn't? It looks like Xavier Woods, right?
Yes, this is Xavier Woods. It's a brand new head sculpt featuring the hair out and kind of like natural curls. It's a nice new sort of silhouette we've been able to incorporate for Xavier Woods into our line.
And the deco's crazy looking.
And the deco is nuts, believe me. Yeah, that was a challenge to get that to fit.
Amazing. Right. Spot on head sculpt there, too. Next up, the man, back again.
This is a good one. Bill and I were watching separately a certain PLE, and we were texting like, this is the one to do. So, Bill.
Yeah, I was actually lucky enough to be in the audience at TLC last year, and I saw this Becky come out in this gear. I'm like, yeah, that's the next Becky for sure. Like, we're getting this in the line somewhere, and this is where we were able to fit it in. And it's also a brand new head sculpt on Becky. So we're addressing some people that have asked for a new head sculpt on Becky. This is where the new head sculpt is being implemented.
Dig it. Awesome. And a nice ladder accessory there. Gotta love that. She looks like she's also the Chase this time around, right?
With the Chase variant in the line as well. And this is the Chase deco that you're seeing in front of you.
Excellent. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Also in Elite 112.
So we want to finish off Judgment Day, and it wouldn't be complete without not our truth, but J.D. McDonough, his first time in the line figure. He's got an entrance jacket. We're looking at a little photo here, so I'm got to squint a little bit. And separate hair, so you can swap the hair out, right? Or is that a separate head?
It's a separate hair. So he will have the entrance hair where the hair is pulled back and then ponytail, and then during the course of the match, where the hair comes loose and it hangs loose at the sides. So you can sort of have like and during match, when you're doing your figure photography.
Excellent. Very cool. Very cool. And next up?
Another first time in the line. Take it away.
Yeah, this is Channing Stacks Lorenzo. So he's sort of a complement to the Tony D'Angelo, who debuts in 111. The next wave will be his tag team partner, Stacks. And he will also, not shown here, but he will come with a soft goods jacket, where I just saw the first sample right before coming out here for WrestleMania. And if the first sample is anything to judge by, the final product is going to be amazing.
New name representation, NXT representation. You got to love it, right?
Absolutely.
All right, this is exciting.
All right, so now getting into Elite 113, we're going to just keep going and going. Who do we have here?
We've got a first-time Elite, long requested, someone who was in the line in year 1, but we didn't get an Elite out. So now we've got Carlito joining the Elite line finally. And not only are we getting one Carlito, we're getting two. So 2 Elites out of the gate. You've got Chase Carlito here in his purple gear.
Very cool. Now, Carlito, it's really exciting because, like you said, we only have, at this point, kind of basic figures. There were 2, I think, maybe, kind of
I think
the angry Carlito. Yeah,
I think he was only available in two packs before he
before
he was no longer with WWE way back in the day when I started. So having Carlito come back, over a decade later and be available to recreate as a figure and finally get to that Elite is pretty cool.
Not only that, but his return, he looked like $1 million, right?
Oh, yeah.
So just incredible to see Carlito go through this kind of transformation between the first time we had him and now. So
and thankfully he kept the hair.
He did, and he looked sharp. And what better way to get that out there than an Elite figure,
And
right?
check out the accessory. He's got a grip hand holding the apple for an accessory.
Excellent.
So had to do
That is
it.
a brand new hand sculpt to hold the apple. The specific way he holds the apple, it's not the standard C grip. It's a little bit of a curved in, and the apple is removable. So
That could come in handy for like a future Ruthless Aggression Carlito, right?
a lot of other things, yeah.
Okay.
Next up in Elite 113, aside from Carlito, Tiffany Stratton out here, right?
Another first-time Elite. I saw lots of questions in the Q&A, like when's Tiffany Stratton coming as an Elite? Well, she's coming very, very soon. And the gear, Barbie specific. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's based off the gear she wore at Great American Bash in 2023. She came out in like a Barbie-inspired gear, and it's like the minute she came out wearing that, it's like, okay, that's the Elite one, because what company do we work for? It kind of makes sense. Tie it all together. And she comes with a brand new sparkly cowboy hat.
Excellent. Okay, so she's ready to roll, getting out there. That's cool. Now, a sneak peek of Elite 114. We're moving on. Bill, who do we got here? Looks like Jey Uso.
Yeah, Jey Uso in Yeet-inspired gear, seen here to sort of celebrate the brand new popularity of the Yeet catchphrase. We wanted to get that into the line as soon as possible, so he will be in Elite 114.
Excellent. All right, and it's staying a little Uso in this line, it looks like. Who else is here?
It's also, Jimmy Uso will also be in the line, but he will be in no Yeet gear. No Yeet, there's no Yeet on this gear.
Yeetless.
He's Yeetless, but he has a new hair sculpt with the braids, with like the 2 braids that come down on the sides of his head now.
Okay.
So.
Exciting. The Usos ever popular and still making their way into the line, right?
Yeah, and the looks are evolving, which is nice. So it's a figure that we put out multiple times, but each time there's something new to incorporate into the figures.
Cool. All right, and we're moving even deeper into Elite 115. We got some renders here. Who are we looking at?
So this is Kairi Sane. Bill is known as the greatest Japanese female wrestling designer of all time.
That's true.
And this one is shaping up to live up to his legacy. But there's some new unique tooling here, Bill, that you're excited about. Tell us.
Yeah, it's obviously a brand new head, which is captures her new look, where it's almost like you'd never see the right side of her face anymore. And then she's got a new torso cover for the new sort of very elaborate torso cover that she wears now with her gear, and also brand new knee pads that incorporate the hanging fringe off the sides of the knee pads. So there's a lot going on with this figure, and also the brand new Kabuki Warriors entrance umbrella. This is very early in development, but it's when we got the sculpt images just before the show, we decided we need people to see this, that this is coming, because I think people are going to get excited over this.
Why wouldn't they, when the best Japanese women's wrestler designer of all time worked on it? Of course they're going to be excited.
Rolls off the tongue.
So easy, just simple. All right, next up.
Yeah, we've got
Looks like The Rock, huh?
We've got the final boss. Rock is coming. He's got his dress pants on, his gold chain, microphone sunglasses.
Chain. It's actually a
platinum. Forgive me,
chain,
final boss. Don't whip me with the Mama Rhodes belt. And Rock will have one of his, to be revealed at a later date, soft goods homage Attitude Era style shirts. So can't wait for this one. He's got the pointing hands. May or may not have the thumb coming out of it. I don't know. It's up to Bill.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
Cody Crybabies are going to love that one. Next up, who's the last name here? Looks like another Judgment Day member,
the real final member of Judgment Day, R-Truth, who gets a title shot, tag team title shot at WrestleMania. So very cool for his rise after his return, and he's one of the most entertaining things on WWE TV, so it's super cool to get him back into the line in his latest look.
All right, next up for sneak peeks, we're looking at Top Picks 2024? 2025.
This is actually going to be in the second wave of 2025.
Okay.
But we got to work early, and it's a color render for you, and it's Logan Paul.
All right.
And
I think
it
looks
it's
like
SummerSlam.
the Ricochet Slam,
Yeah.
right?
If I'm right, I'll look good. If I'm wrong, I'll get booed.
Just
on
blame
the forums.
it on me.
SummerSlam Logan Paul coming your way.
Looking good. All right, even more exciting as things just continue to get extra large. We have Ultimate Edition reveals here. Ultimate Edition 23. Who do we have?
We've got LA Knight making his Ultimate Edition debut. 3 interchangeable heads, 3 sets of interchangeable hands, microphone, of course, an entrance jacket. So very
And soft goods sleeveless shirt as well.
Look at that.
Yeah.
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 Those are the best yeahs that I ever heard. All right. Also in Ultimate Edition 23, looks like.
Well, I mean, it's WrestleMania time, right? So we want to celebrate WrestleMania, and that will be from WrestleMania 39 in LA. Rey Mysterio in a Muta-esque mask. Very cool. He will have a removable belt, so he can whip his son, and he will
Teach him a lesson.
He will have a molded, tooled entrance vest as well with wings on it, and an alternate head, alternate hands. Incredible. You saw the lowrider here on display, so you can put your Ultimate Edition WrestleMania 39 Rey in that lowrider for a super cool display.
Been waiting for that for so long. Here we are. It's finally arrived. All right, and also in this Ultimate Edition set, the person learning that lesson from Rey
Who's gonna
Mysterio.
get whipped?
Yeah, this is Dominic Mysterio from the same WrestleMania. That entrance, that was another one where as soon as he came out in that gear, it's like that's going in the line, and it's probably going to have to be Ultimate to really recreate it the way it should be. So he comes with the torso cover and the separate sleeves to recreate his entrance, along with a new expression and then a new masthead when he briefly wore the mask coming out. And I am working to get also some handcuffs that will work with that accessory as well. It's just making sure we get the right plastic to use on that as well.
He's such a jailbird, man. I can't handle it.
Yeah, he's such a
Just,
dirty
yeah,
jailbird.
he really is. Just a bad guy, that guy. Dominic Mysterio, jeez. All right, moving on to Ultimate Edition 24. Looks like a really special name here. Tell us about this one.
So we showed you back with the leaks that Bray Wyatt is back in the mix. We'd shown you this figure previously, another one that was put on hold, but it is finally coming in Ultimate Edition 24. Bray Wyatt from the Pitch Black match. And, you know, some great details here, swappable arms to go from lights on and lights off. And Bill, explain a little bit about, you know, what's going on with Bray here.
Sure. So the main figure is going to be him when the lights are out with the white artwork on the dark blue skin and vest, and then you can also change out the head and arms and hands and do him during the entrance and holding the lantern, and then also a head that recreates the mask that he wore at the very after the post-match beatdown of LA Knight in the dark.
All right, Ultimate Edition 25. We have some sneak peeks too. A render here. Who are we looking at?
This is another one Bill and I were texting back and forth about upon immediately seeing. It's Damian Priest with Money in the Bank briefcase and Skeletor entrance gear. 3 interchangeable heads. And, you know, this was a gear I thought we had to do. Where Mattel, it's Skeletor, had to be done, and a very historical moment for Damian, of course.
Yeah, it had to be done, and it probably had to be done in Ultimate, so it's just figuring out, like, when's the right time to get this in, knowing, like, the complexity of the design and the parts needed to make sure that everything came out, the way it's supposed to come out. Like no corners are being cut making this figure.
Doesn't look like it for sure. Very exciting on that one as well. All right, also in Ultimate Edition 25. Holy cow. That's a big shocker for me. Can you guys tell me who I'm looking at?
It's happening, Bill. You take it away. This one's
You are
all yours.
looking at the Great Muta. I'm going to take the microphone because I've been waiting to. I have been a fan of the Great Muta since 1989, watching him on NWA matches on Saturday and being like, who the hell is this guy? He's like moving at like triple the speed of everyone else. He was amazing. I've always wanted to get Great Muta in the line, and so he will be debuting as an Ultimate with the look seen here, which is based off of his 1989 run in WCW. So he is going to have 3 interchangeable heads, and one of them will be able to have the shooting mist along with his entrance hood, and then another set of hands that are permanently attached that recreate the pose seen on the far right. And then he's also going to have new right hands that have the 2 fingers taped up. So yeah, no expense was spared on this one.
He also has a new torso, right?
Yeah, it's a brand new torso with the with a like slightly less definition that can also be used for Great Muta and possibly other figures going forward.
That is immensely exciting to see a name of that magnitude make it into the line, especially to debut as an Ultimate Edition. I'm seeing this right now for the first time. I think when people see this for the first time as they watch this video, they're going to freak out. So great on you guys for making that happen. That's exciting, right?
This is one where, and we do this all the time, but the excitement of us doing it this time, huddling up when we got the green light that we could do Muta figures, and I'll say it, putting out a roadmap of what we can do in our current time allotted for them. It was really exciting, and there's great stuff to come for Great Muta in the next couple of years.
You hear that? So it's not quite a one and done, and we're going to get some others, but let's take in the one that we're getting right now. Really exciting in Ultimate Edition 25. All right, now Ultimate Edition Target exclusive Legends. Who do we have here?
This is the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, from the early days of his WWE run when he feuded with the Big Boss Man. He's got the police cap, the nightstick. He comes with a bandana, 3 interchangeable heads, all signature Dusty Rhodes facial expressions, and something super, super cool, especially when we saw the model for the first time. And I don't think you could see him in the booth because he has a soft good shirt on. But tell us about the torso, Bill.
Yeah, he comes with a unique torso that's probably only going to ever be used with Dusty. It has the proportions here, and he also has the birthmark. His very famous birthmark as raised detail. So it'll be deco and sculpt detail together to recreate the birthmark as accurately as possible.
The most accurate Dusty Rhodes birthmark to date, which is very exciting and great that it's on Ultimate Edition figure. Looks incredible.
Wait until you see the final version, hopefully around Comic-Con. You're going to be blown away by it.
Excellent. Very exciting. Okay, so let's wrap it up. I think that's it. Oh, wait a minute. There's a special surprise because this is WrestleMania XL, not just WrestleMania L. What else do we have to talk about here today? Could it be a Ringside Collectibles exclusive? Of course it could. Time to talk about defining moments. Tell me what we have.
So the 2024 wave of defining moments is almost upon us. And we work closely with our friends at Ringside to pick 4 incredibly defining moments from WWE history. So the first one, something never been done before, we're going to have Kane from his Inferno match. And what's unique about this figure is that he comes with the flame arm from when, his arm was set on fire at the end of the match. And he also comes with 4 flame bursts that you can put on your Ultimate Edition scale ring to recreate Kane's entrance. He also has a fire extinguisher to put his arm out.
Just in
for
case
safety
things
reasons.
get a little too
Yes.
hot. Yeah. See that. Right. That is immensely exciting. We're thrilled to have Kane as part of the line. Who else do we have next up?
We've got LA Knight, and this is his look from winning the SummerSlam Battle Royal, so another SummerSlam figure. Mm-hmm. And, this was really like the kickoff to his meteoric rise. He went on to face Roman Reigns in a title match after this. So, this was the kind of catalyst moment where he was launched into the stratosphere.
Cemented LA Knight as the big star that he is, and we're excited to have him in the line as well. Who else in defining moments here?
Bill?
This is Rob Van Dam from ECW era, so he will come with the ECW inspired singlet design interchangeable hands. We can do the RVD chant, and then also the 2 belts that the tag, and I believe it's a TV title. I have to squint a little bit. So he will come with 2 belts and the hands and the singlet design.
Rob Van Dam, Mattel WWE defining moments. Great names. Typically, there's 4 to a set, though, right? I don't. Do we have the last one? Oh.
Well, we're gonna hold off on that one.
Hold
stay,
off.
Stay
what is
tuned.
this?
Stay tuned. Early Sunday afternoon, late morning, and you will find out who that 4th defining moments figure is. But I'm sure you're all going to be very happy when that's revealed.
Gonna be worth it. Just have a little patience, and it's gonna be really exciting. We promise. So, guys, that about does it for what we have here. I think happy to be with you at WrestleMania XL. Of course, it's like, yeah, it's work, but it's almost like holiday season for us in a way. Love to display and show off the fruits of your labor and see how great everything's turning out, and love to hear you guys enthusiastically talk about it. So as always, we appreciate you and the close looks that you give us. So thanks for joining me for that.
Yeah, thank you guys, and it's always great seeing you, of course. And I'll see you on the forums.
Of course, yeah, I'll see you there. Everyone, just ask Steve as many questions as possible, as long as possible, and he's gonna
PMS colors. When are we getting very specific looks, like date? Like not just like a character, like a look.
Just make his job as hard as possible if you can, and that's
probably the segment on Raw that it was in.
Yep,
like down to the minute if you could.
Timestamp with facial expression, and then vilify me if I don't do it.
Perfect. There we go. So that's how it works on the Wrestling Figs forums. This is how it works in person. We're going to continue to grill Steve for the rest of his life. And guys, it's great to be with you in all seriousness. And let's keep it XL at this WrestleMania, right?
Right on.
All right. Thanks, guys.